I hope this video reaches out to people who are in this weird phase like me. I've been struggling to find my purpose in life, and I've been questioning my life's choices that I've made so far. I've been I've been praying to God a lot lately to show me any signs or give me any answers that I'm on the right path, or just this, the way that I'm feeling right now is all temporary, and it's all gonna fade away. And a few days ago I came across this beautiful post on Instagram that really sort of like opened my eyes, and I thought that I should share with you guys, to people who can relate to me, or to people who are struggling to find their purpose in life. Why do we feel the way that we need to do something with our life? I think it's mainly because of the society. The society from a very young age, they put this image in our minds that we really need to do something with our life. We need to contribute to the society. We need to get some fame. We need to get money. We need to get some recognition. You know, becoming something. And since from that point onwards, our mind is on this constant comparison operating mode. Who I think versus who I think I should be. I mean, what what if I told you that if you could let all this go, a lot of people are gonna say that life without a purpose is meaningless. I mean, you literally become mundane, catatonic, and there's no movement in life. I mean, what if you let all this go? What if becoming something ends? I mean, what I've started realizing is that when you kind of reflect on all these things, when you sort of like question if you question about all this, you can sense that there's an there I mean, you can sense that there comes an absolute stillness when you put an end to all of this. Now, when you're nothing, your life and you merge into everything. You're no longer, or your life is no longer an object separate from you. You become life itself. I mean, what remains is what was here before all this started. Breathing without ambition, seeing without direction, being without a social media profile or a LinkedIn profile, existence without destination, and life without justification. when you when you when you tell yourself that you need to do something with your life, there comes an inner voice within, whispering whispering, are you really afraid to stand still and let all the falls fall away? Are you really afraid of the death that's gonna bring you back home to wholeness? So the feeling that you need to do something with your life is not a call to action. It's when the awareness forgets itself and mistakes incompleteness for truth. Now, the story of a separate somebody who must earn the right to exist. You don't really have to do anything with your life. Life is already done as you. I'm not saying that you don't have to do anything with your life. Please go ahead and pursue whatever your ambitions are and whatever you want to do. Please go ahead and do it. You know, there are a lot of yogis in the Himalayas meditating in the cave, and they do nothing. They just emit frequency. They just emit frequencies and heal this whole world on collective consciousness. I mean, the exhaustion and the suffocation you feel right now is not from inactivity. It's from carrying the false burden of a doer or the executor. You know, someone who must earn the right to exist in this world. You don't need to you don't need to become anything to be allowed to be here. Actually, that is the only way to truly be here. And here is peace, here is joy, here is growth, here is love, here is freedom, here is beauty. Here is what you seek when the seeker dies. And the moment you turn away from this into becoming, and the moment you separate yourself from existence, you become incomplete. You know, you look to the future, you look there, and there's struggle, there's suffering, there's war, there's conflicts, there's manipulation, there's politics, there's corruption, and there's this big illusion bubble that we all are covered in. And there is an endless thirst that no worldly thing can ever satisfy. because our thirst is spiritual and not material in nature. There's nothing to be found or chased outside, and everyone is drunk on something. For some it's power, for some it's fame, for some it's lust, for some it's pleasure, for some it's family, for some it's something else. No matter what we do with our lives, there's an emptiness still lurking beneath it all. Now, every worldly path ends in pain. It makes no difference if you're a king or a billionaire or a trillionaire or poor, or if you're poor, it makes no difference. And you cannot avoid that. And this is what exactly the pain is trying to teach us all. It's trying to teach us to be still and look within.